In exercise 14C of getting to know ArcGIS Desktop, updated for 9.3, we will be looking at adding fields and domains to our previously created personal geodatabase. And of course the question is now, what is a field and what is a domain? And to show you, I can explain that best by just showing you what they are. So go ahead and open ArcGIS catalog, Arc catalog, and navigate to your CD data, personal database. The first thing we'll be doing is adding fields to this waterlines feature, and we do that by right-clicking waterlines, going to Properties, and navigating to the Fields tab. Maybe somewhere else, doesn't matter. Just navigate to the Fields tab. A field is, so as you see, the object ID, the shape, and the length, which you can add more to the attribute table, a field into the attribute table, and add anything you want. In this case, we want to add two new things. The first field that we want to add is the install date, which is the date that a waterline has been installed. So that's the name, and data type is also important. In this case, the date, not a text or an integer. The second field that we want to add is line type. So what kind of waterline is it that was added? And this time we want to have text, so go ahead and keep it a text. Click OK. Now that was a field, so we've added two new fields to the feature attribute table. But then what's the difference between a feature and a domain? I forgot the name just for a second. Well, a domain is something that you can apply to the entire database and not just one feature. And to do that, it's quite simple. Again, it's very similar to adding a field. If you want to add a domain, you just simply right-click on the database, city data, go to Properties, and now you're just confronted with two tabs, and you want to obviously do a domain tab. And the domain that we'll be adding is waterline type. So what type of waterline? And just to complete the metadata, we will give a description. So type of waterline installed. So this type of waterline installed. A field type, we need to make sure that the field type that we added is the same as the field type in the domain. And if you recall, line type was not a long integer. Line type was text. So go ahead and click on text. A few things change automatically. You can basically ignore those and just keep the automatic changes, new values. We do want to change a few things. We want to, for example, add some codes to choose from, because we want to have different types of waterlines. And here we can say what values we want. So we'll call the first one N, and that is a main, a water main. So, main. The second value that we will give is DL, which the description of is domestic lateral. I have no idea what that means. You have to ask a city planner who knows what water main that means. Assuming it's a line between the main and the house. And then HL, which stands for hydrants lateral. And I assume that this is a line between the main and a fire hydrant. So go ahead and click OK. And now we can go back to water lines and couple these domains to the field. So go ahead and right click on water lines, go to Properties, and have the field type. You can go to line type, and here where the domain is empty, you can now choose a domain from the database, which is waterline type. You can also set a default value, and we'll set the default value as n, because most of the features that we'll be creating will be names. Okay? If you continue to chapter 15, save your work, and advance, go ahead and start chapter 15.